Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Courtney, Eric, Truman Steamers. We're here on our first and only job of today, May the 12th. We're doing a wax removal. This customer had found me on Google. I came out here last week, did a demo, gave them an estimate, and they booked maybe 2 hours later. They called me and scheduled the appointment to come out here to remove the wax. And we're not doing any recoating, but I am going to buff it out. Anytime I don't do recoating, we always buff it out just to kind of bring out the original texture of the floors. So like they told me, they said we don't want anything on the floors. We just want to remove all this wax from our floors. And so that's what we've done. So I'm doing the second section right now. And as you guys look really close, I called the customer up so he could take a look. So if you look at the floors now, that's the part that we have buffed. I'm sorry, remove the wax. We haven't buffed it yet. And look at all the wax seal here. See that? Look at that, guys. See that big difference right there? Let me zoom in. See that? So that's what we're doing today, is removing all this wax. Once we remove all the wax, we're then going to buff the floors out with my Orbot Vibe. So we got a lot of equipment today. We got the Tornado, the floor scrubber. We have the Square Scrub Pivot. Shout out again to Square Scrub. They sent me this machine and I love it. I love this machine. So I've already applied the wax removal to this section of the floor. And then Kevin, the husband, is going to come in and come upstairs in the basement and shift the furniture back this way once we do this area. And then we'll get that side and then finish the rest of the kitchen. And then over here around the office and going out the front door to the foyer. And that would be it. So, and then there's the Orbot Vibe right there. Also went and did an estimate this morning for wax removal and scheduled him. It's a small job, scheduled that for next Wednesday as well. So all right, guys, go ahead and again show you guys what we're doing. So this job was around 1,000 square feet. We charged $2 a square foot to remove the wax. You can see all that wax breaking down. And I want to have Eric follow right behind and start sucking it up. I went and did an estimate last night for a wax removal. They wanted a Saturday appointment, but my next Saturday appointment isn't until June the 5th. And it's actually the same type of floor as well. Now again, guys, sometimes on these wax, what's that noise, vibration? Sometimes on these wax removal jobs, the floors can have issues. The floors can have other issues under the wax. So I do tell customers that, we're not responsible if the stain comes off or if there's missing stain, missing polyurethane. We're just here to help and take off the wax. We're not restoring the floors. We're not sanding the floors, just taking the wax off. Oh, no, I see what it is. right, Eric. Let's go ahead and get some extraction action. I like that, extraction action. Oh yeah. Wow. All right, guys, you can see how the square scrub pivot is breaking right through the wax. Look at that. And remember too, when we do this job, we are taking a big risk for ourselves because it's very slippery. As you see, it's very slippery, even with slip resistant shoes on. So this is definitely something that we're doing to help our customers, because I've heard a lot of customers say they have called other companies, and because of this wax issue, the first thing they do is tell them to replace the floors, because a lot of people do not even want to deal with this. So it's a huge plus for us to offer this service to our community, because again, it's a very, very risky job. Very time consuming. All this wax gets on our equipment, our hoses, our cords. So we gotta go back to the shop and pressure wash our equipment off, which takes time. So it's definitely not a you know, quick in and out. You know, definitely gotta be careful. And trust me, I have failed numerous times doing this service, and Eric has been with me for maybe 5 months. So how many times have you fallen with this wax?
Like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. So it's not fun when you fall, guys. It is a very slippery job. All right.
Fall on your butt, man.
Yeah. All right, Eric, let's go ahead and make some passes. Alright guys, now what I'm doing is spray buff. Not only is this buffing out the floors, but it's also picking up anything that might have been left behind, soaking it right into that pad. And again, you can see a perfect example where I stopped with the wax. See that right there? So a lot of times, you see all those scuff marks? A lot of times people think those scuff marks are in the floor. It's actually in that wax. Also with polyurethane, people think the scratches are in the floors. It's actually in the poly. All right, guys, so we're down to the last part. If you look over here, you can see the floors that we've already cleaned and removed the wax. And if you get over here, that light reflection is kind of messing it up, my view. But if you look right here, you can see all that wax on the floor. So what we're about to do now is spread the wax throughout this area right here. And they just came upstairs, my clients, and they said it looks amazing. And I will say the good thing about this job, guys, there is no damage under the wax on these floors. So that's really, really good. Because again, in some cases, when we remove this wax from the floors, you'll see all kinds of imperfections, missing stain, missing poly, all kind of weird looking marks. And that's just basically what the wax does. It covers all that damage up. We come in and remove it, and next thing you know, voila, it pops up. Just like when you have if you got a car that's damaged and it has a whole bunch of dirt on top, it has a whole bunch of mud on it, right? And it has scratches and dents and things like that, and you take all that mud off, well, boom, there you go. You got all these imperfections in the car, body of the car. So, all right, guys, go ahead and finish this last part, show you the end results. Stay tuned. All right, guys, we are done. We got all this wax removed from the floors. Floors are looking amazing. Amazing, amazing.
It smells nice and clean.
All that wax is gone.
That's awesome.
Yes, ma'am. Now, I know you guys wanted to keep it the natural look. You didn't want me to put anything on top of it. I can see some of the polyurethane coming off in certain areas where it's stuck on and stuck off. So eventually in the future, I will highly recommend get the floors screened and recoated.
Okay.
Okay. Because again, these floors are solid hardwood floors. So they are, I mean, they are pre-finished solid, but they do have polyurethane on them.
Mm-hmm.
And in certain areas, like see right here, you can see where it's still on there a little bit and it's kind of coming off. Just little patches here and there. So that will need to be screened or recoated in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, but overall, the wax came off really, really well. No more scuff marks.
Yeah.
No more, no more crazy looking lines in the floors. Came out really, really good.
Oh, I left my phone downstairs. You wanted to ask about that stuff. I can
Something
check
downstairs?
right- No, he found something on Amazon. He wanted to
Oh,
ask
okay, no
about.
problem. Yeah, that's fine.
Who do I make it? Just true.
Truman steamers. And it was 1800. All right, guys. See you in the next one.